welcome everyone. This is Chloe with Cousin DIY. Pearl seed bead necklaces are really trending right now. So today I'm going to show you how to make this one. I'm going to get set up and we'll be right back. For starters, I cut a 24-inch length of beading wire and I'm going to put a bead stopper on one end of it. Next, these are the e-beads that we're using. I chose to take out the black and the brown because I just wanted the bright primary colors and the white. And there are some paler ones in there, but I didn't want the black or brown. So I picked those out. So these are the beads we'll be working with. I didn't want this to be, this pearl e-bead strand to be symmetrical. And that's hard for me because I always seem to want everything symmetrical. So I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to start stringing, and I'm going to randomly place some pearls separated by jump rings in between some lengths of mixed colored e-beads. So I'm just going to get started and I'll change it around if I don't like the way it looks. And I'm going to try to mix up my colors. I'm not paying any, there's no order. I'm just trying to make them varied. These e-beads vary in size. And I'm not really going to start my pearls until my strand is going to get around to the side of the neck. So I'm just going to start pulling out bunches like this. At this point, I'm going to start just getting a feeling for where the pearls might start showing. So I want to go a little bit further on this strand before I start adding my pearls. I'm about ready to start adding my first pearl, and I'm going to add, I think I'm going to add a 6mm. And I've chosen to put a gold jump ring before and after each pearl, just so kind of highlights the pearl and makes them stand out a little bit. And all the findings I'm going to use are gold, so I think it'll add some interest to the project. And we'll start stringing random colors again. I want the finished length to be approximately 18 inches. Now I'm ready to add on another bead. This time I'm going to add an 8mm and a 6mm. And again, I'm going to have a 4mm jump ring before and after each bead. And I'll keep stringing. So now I'm going to add another 6mm, and I'm just going to go ahead and string the whole necklace and aspire for something asymmetrical, and we'll see how that turns out. And I want it to be a length of approximately 18 inches. Okay, let's see what we have here. That looks pretty asymmetrical. I think I'm happy with that. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to attach a 4mm jump ring to each end using a crimp tube. All right, so we're going to put a crimp tube, a jump ring, come back through the crimp tube, snug that wire up, and crimp it. Oops, come on. Make sure that's nice and snug. And then we're going to trim the tail. Then we're going to slide our beads back down. Do the same thing on the other side. Next, I'm going to connect jump rings to the end of 2 lengths of chain. This is a cable chain, and this one is cut 16 inches long. That's going to go inside. And this is 21 inches long, so this will go outside of our strand. So I'm going to connect those jump rings. Next, I'm going to gather all, I'm going to take a 6mm jump ring and open it, and then I'm going to gather in order the longest chain, no, the shortest chain, the jump ring on the one end of the shortest chain, jump ring on one end of the beaded strand, and a jump ring on the end of the longest strand. And I'm going to close that jump ring. And as you can see, the beaded strand falls inside these 2 chains. Now this cable chain tends to kink, but it's very easy to unkink it if you just tug on it. So now I'm going to do the same on the other side of the beaded strand and the 2 lengths of chain. Take another 6mm jump ring, and I'm going to start with the shortest strand, the beaded strand, and the longest strand. I am going to attach a lobster clasp to that jump ring. Then I'm going to add one more 6mm jump ring to this side. And we will attach the lobster clasp to that jump ring. And the last step is going to be to make a little beaded drop, pearl and bead bead drop for the middle of the long chain. And to do that, I am sliding 8mm pearl, a 4mm jump ring, and 2 beads. And I'm going to take another 8mm bead just to use as a cutting guide for cutting my head pin. I'm going to form a loop. Oops. And then we're going to make the top of that. So onto an eye pin, I'm sliding an bead, a 4mm jump ring, a 6mm pearl, a 4mm jump ring, and one more bead. I'm going to go with yellow, I think. No, I have yellow. I'm going to go with, what do I want to go with? I'm going to go with blue, a dark blue. And then I'm going to use another 8mm pearl as a guide to cut my stem. And I'm going to form a loop. Okay, I want to do this, I think. Where'd it go? There it is. I think I want to connect them like this. So I'm going to open this loop, attach the top loop of this beaded drop. So those are together. And then I'm going to take a 4mm jump ring and attach that, the top of this dropped pendant, to the middle of that long chain. So to do that, I'm just going to like hold this up, determine what my middle link is to the best of my ability. Let me try that again here. And I think that is going to be this one right here. Put the jump ring through that. Attach this. Close it, and we're done. And of course you can adjust this. You can make your chain lengths longer or shorter, your strand longer or shorter, to fit your neck and get the look that you'd like to achieve. If you make your own seed bead pearl necklace, we'd love to see it. You can share it with us on Instagram at #CreateWithCousin. Thanks for joining us today, and I can't wait to see you next time. Thank you. Bye.